When Harold Whitman stepped out of his black luxury sedan, the silence hit him first. The road leading to the old house was barely visible anymore, swallowed by weeds and time. 46 years had passed since he'd last walked this path. Back then, he'd been a stubborn teenager with a suitcase full of dreams and a heart full of pride. Now, at 71, he was a self-made millionaire standing in front of the house he planned to erase from existence. The paint had peeled away like forgotten memories. The porch leaned tiredly, and several windows were cracked. The demolition papers sat neatly in his briefcase. The crew would arrive in a few days. This place would finally disappear. Or so he thought. As Harold walked closer, he noticed something strange. Flowers. Bright marigolds. Roses and small sunflowers bloomed neatly along the side of the house. They were healthy, loved, completely out of place. Then he heard laughter. Children's laughter. Harold rounded the corner, and his breath caught. 3 children stood in what used to be his mother's garden. The oldest, a boy of about 12 named Eli, carefully loosened soil around a plant. Beside him, Noah, around 9, carried a bucket of water. A little girl, Lila, no older than 6, hummed softly as she picked weeds. "Easy with the roots," Eli said gently. "If you hurt them, they won't come back." Harold cleared his throat. "Excuse me?" The children froze. Eli stepped protectively in front of the others. "Can we help you, sir?" "This property belongs to me," Harold said slowly. "What are you doing here?" "We live here," Eli replied. "Not inside. The roof leaks." "But we take care of the place." Harold's chest tightened. "Where are your parents?" The boys exchanged a glance. Lila clutched Eli's hand. "It's just us now," Eli said quietly. "Our mom passed away last year. They wanted to separate us." We ran. Harold looked again at the garden. The care, the intention, the love. "Why the flowers?" he asked. Lila looked up at him. "Because homes should have flowers," she said. "Mama said that means someone still cares." The words broke something open inside him. Harold had grown up here. His mother, Margaret, used to say the same thing as she planted flowers every spring. He hadn't been here when she died. Pride had kept him away. Success had distracted him. And shame had finished the job. "I came to tear this place down," Harold admitted. The children nodded, already bracing themselves. "We'll leave by tomorrow," Eli said. "We always find somewhere." Harold saw himself in that boy, too strong, too proud, too alone. "No," Harold said firmly. "You won't." They stared at him. "I left this house chasing money and recognition," he continued. "I got both, but I lost my home." He looked at the garden again. "You brought it back to life." He pulled out his phone. The demolition was cancelled. Instead, restoration began. Harold stayed. Weeks passed. The house slowly came alive again. New walls, warm lights, a solid roof, but the garden stayed exactly the same. With the help of social services and lawyers, Harold became their legal guardian. One evening, as they sat on the porch watching the sunset, Eli brought out a small wooden box they'd found upstairs. Inside were old photographs and a letter. It was from his mother. "If you ever come home," the letter read, "remember, it's never too late." Harold cried openly for the first time in decades, surrounded by the family he never expected to find. He didn't demolish the house, he came home. Before this story ends, comment below where you're watching from and what time it is for you. Your support keeps stories like this alive.